Huh? Okay, guys. So I guess it's audible now. I know. I'm just saying it. So it's audible now, guys. Yes. So now just see it's audible or not. Daniel, just check if it's audible now. And you have to see this. Just check if it's audible or not. Audible. Okay. Yeah. Hi, guys. Say hi, Daniel. Yes. Okay. Fine. Great. All right, guys. So we'll just start with the session, and we'll start with the MCQs images. I guess the paper was little okay lengthy. Some people found it a little lengthy. That's all right, guys. But I guess you had sufficient time to complete. The 8 questions at least. I am very confident about that. 8 questions. But yeah, some questions were a little lengthy. You can't help it. Paper was lengthy, basically. You can't help it, guys. But paper was pretty fine. Some places were a little typical, which you people should little bit focus on when I'll be discussing. So any mistakes, it's a learning at the beginning. Please ensure that it's just a learning for you all in the near future. Mark is just a part where it will come, it will go. So don't worry about marks, guys. It's okay. You will have Hindi exams all upcoming. See 90 plus, 80 plus, all this will be great deal, guys. I don't think so. You people should be worrying much. People who are getting 70 plus, 50 plus, it doesn't matter. When the paper is a little difficult, if you felt the paper is difficult, you'll obviously have slight leniency in correction as well. So don't worry about it at all. Teachers are there to ensure that you people are you know uh, getting, the paper correction is happening little lenient. So we'll start with the session. We'll not waste much time. So guys, we'll start with the MCQs. But yes, please don't get demotivated. Your answer is wrong. That this doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. See, this discussion will be important for you. If you by chance to evaluate your marks, if you by chance think that your marks, whatever you have estimated, and you are getting below that, so if you below that you get, so that time what you can do, you can give for revaluation or whatever be it, right? So you can always give for revaluation. That would help you, so you can evaluate your marks through this discussion. That is the advantage you're going to get via this discussion. At least evaluate yourself. Nothing to feel bad, as I told you. And you all should be motivated. We'll have a discussion after this again. So we'll start with section A. Section A, the MCQs part. We'll start with the MCQs part, guys. The first answer, obviously, the quadratic is being given, where just need to 3x square plus. I request before we begin with, I request all students to take out your question paper at least. I request all students to take out question papers, please. I request everyone to please take out your question paper, guys. You can evaluate your marks, so that if there is changes in near future, because obviously in math paper this year, I guess people will find some issues. Turn off this. 1 minute, guys. Light volume. So the first question here was, obviously you need to check b square minus 4ac. Based on that, you could tell whether your type of nature of roots could be discussed. So once you do this, when you see b square minus 4ac, that is root 7 ka whole square minus 4 into 3 into 2, right? So it becomes 7 minus 24, which is negative, right? 7 minus 24 is minus 17. Minus 17, this is less than 0. So we have b less than 0. So therefore, no real roots, guys, for the first question. If you have any doubts, you all can always, send a chat message. We'll discuss. And the second one was pretty easy, guys. I guess it was, directly maturity value is given by p into n plus I. All of us know this, isn't it? So principal is given as 500 into 18, right? Plus interest. Interest is given to us 570. So it's directly A option, right? Third one, you have probability, which cannot be this one. So it is 5 by 4, because probabilities answer always ranges from 0 to 1, right? So it will not go beyond that. Now next you have the fourth question. Fourth question is a good one. So if you have done it right, also well and good. If you have not done it right, also nothing to worry, guys. Yes, there are some questions, as I told you, typical ones you couldn't help. And if you are doing wrong, imagine the whole world, whole India is also going to do, make mistake in this. So it will not be easy for everyone, I guess, this year's paper. Here and there, little bit chances, and there are, some typical places. So people who are expecting 100 might be getting 97 or 98. That's okay, guys. Don't feel bad. It's a part and parcel. So you can't just go on, just try to compensate this 3-4 marks, whatever you'll be getting less in other papers. Let's say you have physics, chemistry, bio, Hindi, and other subjects coming up. So it's just, anyways, it's an overall game, right? So it's not only math exam, it's an overall game. Just try to compensate it in other subjects. So equation given to us is 3x plus 4y plus 7 is equal to 0. In this, what you can do, you have to make it in the form of y equal to mx plus c format, right? So if you shift y, it will become y equal to minus 3 by 7, 3 by 4 x plus 7 by 4, right? So the slope of this given line is minus 3 by 4. So you have to check all the options. You have to check all the option in which you have minus 3 by 4. So you can convert A, B, C, D, all the option people, all the options can be converted in the form of y equal to mx plus c format and check the slope. So if you see that first option, if you convert also, you will get minus 3 by 4. And the D option, if you convert, you will get minus 3 by 4. But he has mentioned, these are trivial things which I always tell my students, to underline during the reading time. It is passing through origin. Passing through origin means 0, 0 should also satisfy. So 0, 0 will satisfy only the D option, right? That's why the answer is only D, because if you put 3, 0 plus 4, 0 is equal to 0. So you have 0 equal to 0. And people who are smart enough could only have this option of looking, it should pass through origin, because there are no other lines which are passing through origin. 0, 0 is going to satisfy, it is, 0, 0 will get satisfied only in the D option, where you get left hand side is equal to right hand side. So people who are smart enough, without looking at the slope also, just by looking at the origin, you can just mark it. But it's okay. People, if it is in slope also, but don't confuse between A and D. They wanted you to do errors. That's why they gave the A option as also minus 3 by 4. But be careful, it's D option. So again, I repeat, please ensure it's a learning for you. Make sure you're not doing this in your near future when you prepare for JEE, NEET, and all these things. The discussion is all about, avoiding such errors in your near future. So I'll tell you some tricks and turns which can avoid such confusions in your near future. Any competitive exams you write or any board exams you're gonna write, it will help you a lot, guys. The fifth MCQ we have is A squared. So A squared is nothing but A into A. So if you do A into A, I guess all of you know to multiply A squared. That's A into A. That is 0, 1, 1, 0. That's row cross column. So if you multiply this 0, 0, 0, it will become 1. And then with the second column again, it will become 0, then 0, 1. So answer option is C. So we have C for fifth question. Sixth question is an easy one for circles. And in near future also, if you have any geometry question, guys, make sure to, have draw a little bigger diagram. It will always help you to, easily solve the question. So that is E, this is A, this is 120. This is here given. Now we all know by linear pair we can get to know this angle C. This is B, this is D. Angle C becomes 60 degree by linear pair, right? This is an isosceles triangle given. If we all observe A, B, C, this is 60. So by isosceles triangle property, you can tell equal angles. So this will become 60 and 60 as well, right? So if B is 60, angle E will become 180 minus 60, that is 120 by cyclic quadrilateral properties. By the way, guys, this is not important. Your steps in MCQs are not required. So this becomes 120. Sixth question, seventh question. There are two options which are correct, so you'll get a bonus, guys. Yeah, good thing to cheer up, guys. You get a bonus over here. So here C and D, both options, you get two options. Both are, if you write any one of this, will satisfy, because both are satisfying it. The moment you tell x minus 4, x plus 2 and x minus 2, both are getting satisfied. So there are two factors over here. And the other expression which you have, x cube minus x square minus 4x plus 4, in this both options, this also 2 also satisfies, minus 2 also satisfies. So if you either mark C or D, you will get marks. Both of the answers are correct, right? The eighth one is a very good question. This is a very good question, guys. If you have done it, excellent. If you have not done it, so it's okay. But this is a very good question, guys. To be very honest, eighth one. So he has given dividend percent of 12%, profit percent is equal to 10%. So many of you would have marked D option that cannot be determined, but we already learned this formula. Profit percent into market value is always dividend percent into nominal value, isn't it? So profit percent is 10 into market value is not given, and dividend percent is given as 12 into nominal value. So what you can do is you can shift all the numbers one side, all these variables one side. So nominal value by market value will become 10 upon 12, right? That is 5 is 6. So 5 upon 6 is the nominal value by market value. If you know this is the ratio, guys, we got the ratio, right? Ratio is the simplest form. If you have to convert a ratio into exact value, what you can do, you can put an x or x. So nominal value is 5x, market value is 6x. So this indicates what? Market value is greater than nominal value, right? And hence it's above par. Or some students, whom I have interacted, they told me that, we just, sir, we have put nominal value as 100 and solved. That's also fine if you have put nominal value as 100 and solved. That also would have fetched you marks, guys. So both are fine. That's absolutely fine. So it's basically 5x by 6x is equal to nominal value by market value, which you get this and this. So obviously the market value is greater than nominal value. So from this, you get to know this option is at above par. Then you have the ninth question. Ninth question, if you see, obviously, yes, circumcenter is the point which is equidistant from all the points. So D, E, F, circumcenter is absolutely right. In center also is right, but the states of both statements 1 and 2 are true. A option. Then the 10th one you have, if you try out your level best also, guys, you'll not be able to solve the first question. Cos square 4 plus cos square, you can try it out, you'll not be able to get this answer. You try to make cos square the whole square or whatever. You try to make like this, or you can make this as 1 minus sine square the whole square. You try doing anything, guys, you will not get equal to 1. It is not equal to 1. Since it is not equal to 1, since it's not equal to 1, you cannot tell, so it's false. B option, that is A is false and R is true. Then you have the 11th question. 11th question is already similar given. Since it's given as similar, what you can do is basically write the equation of proportionality. 60 they are given here, G they are given, E they are given 75. This is given as 15, this is given as 60, this is given as 3. So be careful, we are focusing only on BCA triangle and GFE triangle. So we are just focusing on these two triangles, guys. You write the equation of proportionality. How will you write? They have already given ABC is similar to EFG. So A goes with E, B goes with F, G goes with C. Or some people, so if you write, so A, if I put a dot here, it will go with E. You can put a dot here. C angle goes, let's put star, goes with G star here. So AB by EF is equal to BC by FG is equal to CA by GE. The moment you substitute the values, you will get to know that it is 15 centimeter, guys. FG becomes 15 centimeter. Substitute the values here. All the values substitute. You will get the answer. Then you have your 12th one. Volume is given by 4 by 3 pi r1 cube by 4 by 3 pi r2 cube. So that's equal to 27 by 64 given. So you can cancel pi and pi, 4 pi. So r1 whole cube by r2 whole cube becomes 27 by 64. You can take the cubes to the other side, becomes cube root. So 27 by 64's cube root is how much, guys? 3 by 8. So our ratio is 3 is to 8, guys. Radius of first radius by second radius. 3 is to 4, sorry. I'm sorry, 3 is to 4. 3 is to 4. The 13th question you'll have, the mark price is given as how much? 1375. CGST is given. Be careful. CGST is equal to SGST. That's equal to 4%. So if you calculate 4%, you can directly, since it's an MCQ, I can directly write 8% of 1375. You can directly do this. So, and then you can add it to 1375. And some people who are still smart enough can multiply 1.08 times, because 8% is 1.08. This also is okay. So anything is fine. So this is fine. So 0.08 into 1375 is 110 rupees. So 110. So 110, if added to this, will become 1485. So the option B, guys, is the 12th answer. The 14th one was a little bit okay, interesting, but yeah, that's fine. Minus x by 3, you have less than 2, so you have to solve two inequalities, right? People who don't know can solve two inequalities. So minus x by 3 is less than 6. So if you cross multiply here, so x becomes less than 6. So x will become greater than minus 6. Here 0 less than minus x. So if you take the minus to the other side, becomes 0 greater than x. So if you club this and merge this, this becomes 0 minus 6. Or else you can think minus 6, x is lying between minus 6 and 0. So here you have the solution set will become minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, all these things. That's option A over here, because x belongs to integer. 15th question, if you have the mean of first 9 numbers is 4.5. So if you add mean, means it's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus till 9. If you add, divide by number of terms, it will become 45 by 9. That's equal to 5, guys. But the first statement itself is false. So you have B option is correct. A is false, R is true. So anyone having any doubts, you can put a message in the chat box. So if you can put a chat message, guys, you can put a chat message. Anyone having any doubts? I'll just wait for you people for 2 minutes. Anyone having any doubts? I'm able to read, see your messages. Anyone having doubts can put a message for 2 minutes. I'll hold on for 2 minutes. Both are true. So I don't think so. Yes, paper is a little lengthy. Someone was telling. All right. So I guess so. I this is right unnecessary. So uh, there's I guess there's no doubts. It's okay. We'll go forward. Go ahead with the question two. That's I guess we'd have already predicted this question. I told you one significant figures or decimal place will come, and this you could solve. Obviously, you have to use formula. X is equal to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So 5 plus minus root of b square. B square is 25. If you do 4a and c, that's minus of 4 into 2 into minus 4, guys. So it will become 32. So it will become divided by 4. So 5 plus minus root 57 by 4. You have to take these values from the Clark's table. So plus minus root 5 is, if I am not wrong, can I have that notebook? So I'll take it. You can take the value from the Clark's table, guys. So I've taken the value. So it is 7.550 divided by 4. So if you add both, you get, and if you divide by 4, you will get the answer as 3.1375, which you round off. You have to keep rounding off, guys. So 3.14. 5 will make this as 8. 8 will make this as 4. Now, some students by mistake they wrote it as 3.138. Guys, significant figures starts counting from 3, not after the decimal place. So it's after from 3 you will count. So from 3, if you count, it is 3 significant figures over here, right? So 3.14, and the second option you have is if you divide, you get minus 0.6375. You will get if you put the values and subtract and divide. Keep rounding off, so it will become minus 0.638. So this significant starts counting from 6. So 6, 1, 2, 3. You have 3 significant figures over here. So as I told you, significant figures, please be careful from where you count. It's basically the number of digits, significant digits basically. So 3.14 or minus 0.638. Then you have the second question is pretty easy, I guess, banking questions. So here the rate of interest, you have to use the formula. So you have to use the formula and find the answers. She received 10,000, so you can use the maturity value. Maturity value is equal to P into N plus I, right? So you can use this and you can find the answer. You will get interest is 1,110. That's equal to P into N plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 12 into R by 100, right? So from this you will get, substitute all the values. 110 is equal to all this. You will get R is equal to 8%. How much more she will receive if she pays 50 rupees more as principal? So the new monthly principal will become 300. With this 300, you find the interest. I is equal to same formula again, but you should put 300 into n remains same, correct? So into 1 by 12 into r by 100. R is 8, we already got, right? So from this, you will get this as, I guess I had solved it and I got it as 1332. And initially you got it as 11110 and 1332. If you subtract both, because he's asking how much more, subtract both and you get 222 rupees. Subtract both and you'll get 222 rupees, guys. So next is third part. I guess many students had a confusion in this. People who have got 3.138, if there's 3.1 point, there's Starlight is asking me 3.138 is wrong, beta. You should have written it as 3.14. 3.138 is four decimal places. Sorry, four significant figures. So it is 3.14 is the right answer. This question ADE, whole length is 25, this is 20. This if you use, if you use Pythagoras theorem, I guess you will get this is 15. That is BCS then becomes 15. Now similar, I guess you all can prove it 90, and angle A is, the common angle, so you can all prove it and get it. A postulate. Then you write the equation of proportionality. If you write, it will become AD by AC is equal to DE by BC. You will get equal to the leftover angle is A by AB. So substitute all the values from this. If you solve this, you will easily get your BC's length. BC's length can also be found by Pythagoras. Actually, if you find this by Pythagoras theorem, AD you can find, and then AE from this equation of proportionality, all of you can find. C part was interesting, guys. C part was interesting. The C part was very interesting. Where he has told you to find K. Area is given, the actual area is given. You know the actual area, if it is given, how do you find? Model area or image area? Model or image area by actual area is equal to K square. So can you find the image area of this? Basically, this model or image area. Can you find this red color shaded region? How do you find this? Bigger triangle minus smaller triangle. How to find the bigger triangle? Bigger triangle you can use half base into height also. Half into base is 15, height is 20. This is 10. So this becomes 150. The bigger triangle becomes 150. Smaller triangle, if you have to find right angle triangle, that is, you get to know the base. I guess AE, this is given as 3, and you get to know this as 4. AE, if you solve, you'll get is 4. So half into base into height. So this is 2. This becomes 6. So this becomes 150 minus 6. So the shaded region becomes 144 centimeters square. So model area is 144, actual area is given as 576, guys. But be careful, again you have to change the units. This is in centimeter square, 576 in meter square. So I'm changing this into meter square, that is 100 into 100 I'm putting. So that becomes centimeter square is equal to K square. Now you simplify this, I guess you will get the value as 1 by 12. This will become 1 by 4 followed by 10 power 2 is equal to K square's value. So K will become root of, simplify this, 576, whatever simplified. So this will come as, let's simplify this. So if you simplify this, this will be, it will come out as K square will become, K squared is 1 by 4 into 10 power 2. K will become root of 1 by 4 into 10 power 2. 10 power 4 will come. I'm sorry, guys. 10 power 4. I'm very sorry. 10 power 4. You get 10 power 4. So this will come out as 1 by 2 into 1, 10 power 2. That's basically 1 by 200. Now, some people would have forgotten to take K square. K square is where the catch is. Taking square root is important. So you have to use the scale factor formula, you'll get the answer directly, guys. There's a small change in this answer. I feel I just someone has asked me. I feel this MCQ's 10th question. Yes, this A option seems to be right. MCQ 10th option, 10 MCQ 10. The A option seems to be right, guys, because they're given sine square plus sine is equal to 1, right? So cos power 4 plus cos square equal to 1. So you can write this as cos square ka whole square plus cos square equal to 1. But here what you can do, sine square, sine is equal to, you can shift this side, so 1 minus cos sine square, right, from the given thing. 1 minus sine square is cos square is sine, right? So you can derive this. So you get cos square is sine, right, from the first equation given. It's a very good question. The given question is like this. So you get to know that cos square is sine from this. Or else you can, from if you simplify this also, 1 minus cos square, the or option 1 minus cos square plus sine is equal to 1. So from this, if you shift 1 this side, it gets 1, 1 gets cancelled. So cos square becomes equal to sine. You can get it this way also. So from the first expression, you can get cos square equal to sine. Then what you're going to do is, you're going to substitute this over here. This is a very good question. I mean, most of you would have done errors in this. So you have sine, and this cos square can also, this cos square is cos square, let's see. We got to know cos square is sine, and just substituting here, so you get sine square plus cos square, and sine square plus cos square is equal to 1. That's equal to RHS. So your first proving also is true. The C option is the correct answer for this, for 10th question. So C option is the right answer for 10th MCQ. It's a little very, I mean, you can calibrate it as tough. You can tell this question is tough. You can't help it. People who would have gone wrong in this, it's okay. Because when I also solved the question for the first time, probably I marked it as false, but C option is correct. This proving is excellent. Very good question. For your level, yes, we'd rate it as tough, this question. So, but it's okay. That's fine. This is a typical question. Now let's get back to our question number 3. We had ended up previously in question number 2, so we're going with question number 3. So question number 3 over here, I guess the drawing is rough. You should always do a rough diagram first. Then this is AC, this is B. This is 120 given. So you are going to do AC of 4.5. Then cut arc. This is go like this. So this will become 120 degree. And then from A, you have to cut a 6 centimeter arc. You get this length. This is 6 centimeter. This is C. Then draw the triangle. After drawing the triangle, how do you get the circumscribing circle, guys? You have to draw the perpendicular bisectors of two sides, right? So wherever they meet, that point is centered O, and from O, you can take OB, OA, or OC as radius and draw the circle. Draw the circle like this. It's going to, with the help of perpendicular bisector, you are going to get that. Second part, A is 1, 2, 3, 4, all these things given. I'm not writing the question anyways. A plus C, I guess you can directly add both. I don't think so there'll be an issue with that. A plus B you can directly add, and you will get to know it is that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 if you add, and plus if you do minus 5, 1, 7, and minus 4. If you directly add both, you get it as minus 4, 3, 10, and 0. B into A plus C is basically A plus C's value, whatever you got, you have to put over here, right? And B is given to us 2, 1, 4, and 2 into A plus C is minus 4, 3, 10, and 0. Multiply this row cross column, so you get the answer as 2, 6, 4, and 12. C option is very easy. I guess everyone should have been able to do it. 5 into the B part, that is 2, 1, 4, and 2. So if you multiply, open, this will become 10, 5, 20, and 10. That's it. Now, the D part is basically your B answer, B part minus the C part. So B part, we basically got it as 2, 6. We have 2, 6, 4, and 12 minus of your 10, 5, 20, and 10. So what you can do is basically you can subtract both. If you subtract both, you get minus 8, minus 16, 1, and 2. Right? Any problem, anyone? So, all right, then let's go to the next question. Next question is also pretty good. That is your third part of question number 3. So, if they've given you the coordinates, I guess all if you can find it. The given from the given figure, you can always find the coordinates, right? Whatever they are given, you can always find the coordinates. That's A is, we got A is 3 comma 3, B is 0 comma minus 2, C is minus 4 comma minus 2, D is your minus 1 comma 3. After that, calculate the point P. P is basically by midpoint formula, because you know A comes as 3 comma 3. Let me write it. Okay, B comes as 0 comma minus 2. C comes as minus 4 minus 2. D comes as minus 1 comma 3. Now you can apply midpoint formula here in A and C, or B and D. Anything is fine. So if you do this, you will apply 3 minus 4 by 2 and minus, I'm applying it for AC, minus 2 plus 3 by 2. So it becomes minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. So that's basically the midpoint. Slope of CV and DA, and verified that they represent parallel lines because the slopes are equal, therefore they are parallel lines. You can tell that. And slopes of this, it's parallel to x-axis, so it's 0, guys. And if you don't know, you can use y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That's also right. Equation of AC. Equation of AC, what you can do is you can find the slope first. You have to find the slope of AC first. That is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. It's 3 plus 2 by 3 plus 4, you will get it as, so 5 upon 7 you get. And then y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, you can apply. And with any one point, slope is 5 by 7, you can substitute and you can get the answer. Let's say I'm taking the point 3 comma 3, so y minus 3 is equal to 5 by 7 into 3x minus 3. So you can cross multiply this and you can get the answer. 7y minus 21 is equal to 5x minus 15. Simplify, shift everything one side, you will get the answer, required answer of. So I'm making 7y minus 5x minus 6 equal to 0. All of you can check in the Instagram, the answer key is also uploaded. You can check Paul's tutorials, the answer key is uploaded, you can see. But question number 4, that's we are going to moving on to section B. So I guess you all need to solve simultaneous 2x minus linear inequation over here, 3x by 5 plus 10, and 3x by 5 plus 10 over here less than equal to 5, 4x by 5 plus 11. So if you simplify this, I guess if you solve this, you'll get, take LCM. So if you take LCM, you'll get 30x minus 25 by, after cross multiplying, totally final answer and directly writing final answer, you'll get 9x plus 150. So this is the final answer you're going to get. So you get x less than 175 by 21. So which becomes basically, or with 7 threes, 7 into 25. So x less than 81 by 3 or 8.33, anything is fine. Here also, if you simplify, take LCM, you will get minus x less than equal to 5, which is x greater than equal to minus 5. So here you can write this 8 1 by 3 greater than x. Now merge this and this. This both expressions has to be merged. If you merge this becomes 8 1 by 3 greater than x greater than equal to minus 5. Or you can write it as minus 5. You have to make sure you're writing the solution set, guys. Solution set is x such that minus 5 less than equal to x less than 8 1 by 3, comma x belongs to real number. And you have to draw in the number line. Number line is from minus 5 till 8 1 by 3. If 8 is here, 9 is here, you can mark 8.3 or 8 1 by 3 in the number line here. Here it's a hollow circle, here it's a dark circle. Be careful with this. And then join this. Shade this, guys. You get the answer. After that, they're given the second part, question 4, second part. APs, the first term is A is 5, L is 50, and the sum. Sum is 440. Number of terms you can use sum formula is equal to n by 2 into A plus n. You can use this and you can get the answer of n. N will come as 16. From here, if you substitute and solve, that's 440 is equal to n by 2 into first term is 5 plus L is 50 given to us, right? So cross multiply this 880 is equal to n into 55. Shift this down, you will get the answer. N is equal to 16. Now they've asked you what is the last term T16 common difference. We know the last term's value is T16, that's A plus 15D, and this is given to us how much? 50. That's 5 plus 15 into D. From this you will find shift this side, 45 is equal to 15D. From this you get D is 3. The third part, the proving part, is a great thing. AQ plus BQ formula has to be applied. So I'm changing the A plus B into A square plus B square minus AB. I'm writing this first. Here it is written as cot plus 10 minus 1. And you have sine plus cos in the numerator. This gets cancelled here. So you have cot plus 10 minus 1 by 1 minus sine cos. So this is what sine cos by sine, the numerator can be simplified further. Cos by sine plus 1 by sine minus 1. Sine by cos, sorry. Sine, and this is 1 minus sine cos. Simplify this. So this becomes cos squared plus sine squared by sine cos minus 1 in the numerator, and you have 1 minus sine cos. Why 1? Because sine squared plus cos squared is 1, guys. So again in the numerator, if you take this is 1 by sine cos minus 1 by 1 minus sine cos. If you take LCM in the numerator, it will become this. So this further can be written as 1 minus sine cos by sine cos into 1 by 1 minus sine cos. This, if you cancel it, this will become 1 by sine cos. That's nothing but 1 into sine, 1 by sine into 1 by cos, that is cosec into sec, whatever he has asked you to do. Basically converting into sine and cos, and writing AQ plus BQ formula is important here. Then you have question number 5. Question number 5, you have to apply obviously by looking at the word statement properties of proportion. We all know that it is componendo dividendo. So if you apply componendo dividendo both the sides, so simplify it properly, plus 2x plus 5 divided by 2x plus 5. When you do apply componendo dividendo, you will get to know it directly becomes 6x squared. It becomes 6x squared plus 6x minus 10 by 6x squared is equal to 9x squared plus 4x plus 10 by 9x squared. So this is x square, you can cross multiply and cancel. This is 3 2s are 3 3s are. You can cancel this, and from this always you can shift 9x squared this side also and cancel however you wish to. That's up to you. and then you will have only 2 in the left hand side and 3 in the right hand side. Cross multiply this 2 and 3, shift everything one side, you'll get the answer. You'll get 18x square plus 18x minus 30 is equal to 18x square plus 8x plus 20. Shift everything one side, you will get 10x equal to 50. So x becomes 5. Right? So this is the first part of this one. Second part, obviously you have to write the given expression as 2x cubed minus 7x squared. So this has to be divided by x minus 2. So when you divide this, you have to substitute x equal to 2. The moment you substitute x equal to 2 this side, it's a factor. Factor means f of 2. Whatever will come this side will come as 0, guys. And 2 cube and whatever you will get here directly, you can get k's value. 8 into 2 is 16 minus 428 plus 2k minus 2. If you simplify this, you get k's answer as 7. Now you have to put k's value in the main expression and you have to divide by the factor x minus 2. If you divide, you will get it as 2x cubed plus 7x squared plus 7x minus 2. When you simplify this, you have to do the long division. I guess all of you know long division. You'll get the quotient as 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 basically. You get the remainder as 0. So f of x becomes basically x minus 2 into the quotient, that is 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. So you can split this middle term over here again. So you will get 2x minus 1 into x minus 1. So these are the factors. So this is your all about your second part of question 5. Then you have the third part. Third part, many students have done errors. I don't know why, but he has asked the total surface area of all of this. The second figure. Figure 2 is more important. Figure 1 is actually of no use for us. Figure 2 is when, but here is the total surface area of the 3 parts as shown in figure 2. So when I speak of total surface area over here, it will take full complete CSA, TSA of the cylinder plus this is TSA of hemisphere. This is also TSA of hemisphere. That will become 2 times the TSA of hemisphere. TSA of hemisphere is 3 pi r square and cylinder is 2 pi r plus h. Correct? That will become 6 and this will become 2 pi r plus h plus 6 pi r square. You can take out common. You can take 2 pi r common out. You will have r plus h remaining plus 3r remaining. Substitute the values. You will get the value of, later you substitute pi's value also. You will get the answer is 616 centimeter cube, centimeter square, sorry. Now question number 6. The first part basically in the graph, if you plot it, so you'll get A, B and C somewhere here. A is here 1 comma 3, B is here 1 comma 2 and C you will get it over here 3 comma 0. So when you reflect this, reflect A and B on x-axis. If you reflect, you will get here. So that is E and F. A is becoming E and B is becoming D. So this is becoming minus 1 comma minus 3 and D is becoming 1 comma minus 2. Then again he tells A and B through origin. So if you reflect the origin, it will become F and G. So A is becoming F. So if it is to become F, it becomes minus 1 minus 3. And B is getting reflected as G, that is minus 1 minus 2. This ABC are again reflected about x-axis. If it is reflected about x-axis, y changes. So it becomes JH, JI and H. This is J. So it becomes minus 1 comma 3. I will become minus 1 comma 2, and h over here will become minus 3 comma 0. Now if you join all these points, he has told you to join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E. So then this here guys, this here. So this looks like a lamp. Don't write lamp and come. Anyone who have written lamp, it is wrong. It is 10-sided figure, that's decagon. Or people who have written 10-sided polygon is also okay. 10-sided polygon is also okay. So no other options. Here there's an interesting question, guys. Many students would have got stuck in this. You know, here there's a very interesting question again. So this is C, this is E, this is P, this is D, this is A, this is B. So he has given these angles to us as how much? 35, and the other angle is how much? 14. So this is 35, this is 14. So you can use alternate angles and you can get in this is 14 and this greater angle is 35. This is 100 given to us obviously by rectangle ABPD is a rectangle. This whole part is a rectangle, correct? So opposite sides are equal, so you can write it as 100. Now here, obviously we all know that we have to apply EPA, you have to apply tan theta, and in the other triangle that is CPA, you have to again apply tan theta. So let's assume P's length is x and C's length is y. So this becomes x plus y and this becomes only x. This is 14 degree, this is 35 degree. Now 14 and 35 degree from the Clark's table, the value has to be taken from the Clark's table. Let me open the Clark's table. Just give me a minute to take the Clark's table. Give me the textbook. Textbook. So here tan 14 is equal to perpendicular by base. AP is 100 given to us. So this is by 100. Now tan 14's value, when you take it from the book, you will see tan 14. But he has told that you should take the value rounded off to 2 decimal places only. The values which has to be taken from the Clark's table has to be taken only till 2 decimal places. So this is one more catch over here. So tan 14's value, if you take from the Clark's table to the rounded off, if it is rounded off, it will be 0.25. So if you take this, will become 25 is equal to x. 25 meter is x. Same way here, you have write tan 35. Tan 35 is x plus y by 100. Tan 35's value, if you take from the Clark's table, it is 0.7002. 0.7002, if you take to 2 decimal places, it will become 0.70, guys. This was also similar way, 0 point, it was stand for 0.2493. 2493 has to be rounded off, 9 will make this is 5, so it will be 0.25. So you're taking only 2 decimal places. So here, how much do you get? If you cross one, it will become 70 is equal to x plus y. Put this x value over here. So 70 is equal to 25 plus y. So if you shift this side, how much do you get, guys? 70 minus 25, right? That's 45. So y's value is given as, we got it as 45. This is x. The catch here is that's 25. The catch here is this. Most important catch is this and this. 2 decimal places. If you take it only till 2 decimal places. Also, one more interesting thing he has given in the question is this P is the midpoint. So this is total 70. PD also becomes how much? Sorry, C is the midpoint. Which is the midpoint? E is the midpoint, I guess, right? E is the midpoint. I'm sorry, guys. E is the midpoint. I'm very sorry. E is the midpoint. So this is 45 implies if CE length is 45, ED's length is also 45. Is written it. So I mark this length ED as 45 because CE and E is the midpoint just mentioned. So how much does PD become? That is 45 minus 25, right? So become 45 minus 25. That's nothing but 20. So PD becomes 20. And hence AB also becomes 20 because opposite sides of the rectangle are equal. So AB is equal to PD, that's equal to 20, right? And CD's overall length, so how much does CD's length become? Is there in the figure 45 plus 45, 90 meter. So one is 90 meter, one is 2. It's a very good question, guys. This is a good question given the catch was here where people would make mistake is this because you're told take only till 2 decimal places. So overall, if I rate the papers, some places, yes, it is considered to be, mistake prone, right? People would have done mistakes. So yeah, it's okay, but chalega. There will be little leniency in correction, don't worry. Now you go to question 7. That's you have to draw the mode, that's histogram. So you have to mark the class intervals. Make sure to put a kink over here, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. And then 10, 20, 26. If you do it, first one is still 10. So here you can go in 10 stable, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 or 5 stable is also okay. First one is till 10, first bar. Second bar is till 26. So the sixth line till 26, then till 40, then 40, then you have till 54. So 54 will come somewhere here, and then you have 34. 34 is still this much. The longest bar, you should take the longest bar and join the opposite vertex. I guess all of you know this. So from here, if you see, it will come up to 64. This line comes at 64. Some people would have written 64.5. Okay, chalega, they will give you marks. I don't think it should be a problem. So here, this side students here, and this side marks here. So there are some questions which were typical, guys. You can't help it. So it's okay. Nothing to worry. Correction will be lenient. Now, question 7, the second part. So here you have 0 comma minus 3, and here you have 5 comma 0. That's P and Q. There's one more line which is passing through origin. Be careful, it's passing through origin, and this is S, and this is R. This is O. P and Q's coordinates by looking at the figure, it's 5 comma 0 and 0 comma minus 3. RS can be, you have to find the slope of PQ first. Slope of PQ, you can use y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. It is 0 minus of minus, that will come 3 by 5. So slope of RS, then you can use m1, m2 equal to minus 1. So slope of RS will become minus 5 by 3 from this. And the interesting part is RS is passing through origin, guys. That's very important. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So here y minus 0 you can take because RS is passing through origin, minus 5 by 3 into x minus 0. Cross multiply this, you get 3y is equal to minus 5x, or shift everything one side, you will get 3y plus 5x equal to 0. So it's 3y plus 5x equal to 0. Then you have third part. Third part is also an interesting question where you have to, there's the quantity increases by 10, there's a discount of 5%. So the item 1, the A article, you have 190 into 6 in item 1, and B, that's you will have 15 to 12. Here you have to give a discount of 5%. 600, and this is 190 into 60. So you have to calculate GST. GST is also given, and you have to assume intra-stage and solve, guys. So this will become 190 into 6. I'm sorry, this is 6 quantity, not 60. That will become 1140. In this, the GST is 12%, so 6% and 6% here. In this, it will become 9% and 9% here. So 1140, you have to calculate CGST and SGST. 6 by 100 into 1140. And SGST also you should show two separate steps, guys. So we'll get the answer of this 68.4. So total 68.4 into 2, that will become 136.8. And total amount for this will become 1140 plus 136.8. Correct? 1140, if you add 1276.80, you have to write. Money should be written into two decimal places generally. Same thing you have to do for item 2, but be careful, item 2 has a discount of 5%. So you have to subtract 600, 5% of 600 you have to find, that will become 30 rupees. So the cost price becomes 570, and on 570 you are going to calculate 9% and 9%. 9% and 9%, if you calculate, you will get it as 51.3 and 51.30 here, 51.30 here. So both together will become 102.6. So total bill amount for item 3, item B, this will become 102.6 and 570. Both added together, that will become 672.60 rupees. So total bill amount, this is interesting to understand. This is one value and this is one value. Both the values added together. So both the values added together will be the total bill amount. So if we add both the values together, so you will get 1949.40 rupees. We add both these values. So if you're adding both these values then to the nearest 10. So customer has given 2000 rupees, guys. Since he has given 2000 rupees to the nearest 10, how much he should have given? He should have given 1950 rupees. So question is telling he has given 2000, justify your answer. No. Our total bill is 1949.40. He should have given to the nearest 10 1950 and not 2000 rupees to clear the bill. And you can think in that way, said 2000 is greater than 1980, so I'm giving 2000, so it's okay. I'm paying more to clear the bill. No, the question is demanding, boss. He is telling in this, the language is that you are going to give the right current an amount of money to the shopkeeper. It's being written in the first line to clear the bill. So you should have given 1950 rupees and not 2000. So that's the working. So I hope, yeah, this was also a little catchy question. I guess people would have written 2000. Yeah, it's correct. They would have thought, 2000 is more than 19, I mean 1950. So anyways, you are clearing the bill, right? You're giving 50 rupees tips to the shopkeeper. So, but question math doesn't demand that. Math wants the exact answer. So here's a little catch for you all. So if you have not given that, justification might be half mark to 1 mark, based on the leniency how they correct. Eighth question was pretty easy. Premium of 200 rupees is marked nominal value, correct? Market value will become 25% premium, means first find 25% of 200 is how much? It will become 50 rupees. So you are paying market value of how much? 250 rupees. Profit percent is how much? 5%. First part we already found here. A part we found. Dividend percent declared. So we know profit percent into market value is equal to dividend percent into nominal value. So profit percent is 5, market value is 250, dividend percent is not given, we should find, and nominal value is given to us 200. Shift everything one side, you get D percent as 6.25% if you calculate. Now, since annual income is given, you have to, for 100 rupees, if 1000 rupees is the annual income, so what you can do is you can use annual income's formula. 1000 is equal to D percent by 100 into nominal value into number of shares, right? So 6.25 by 100 into nominal value is 200. Number of shares we'll find. Shift everything one side, you'll get n is equal to 80 shares. So n is 80 shares, guys. I'm not showing the calculation, but I guess you can do it. See, I have a set of formulas which I follow for shares and dividend. There are many students who would be watching this who have not studied from me, but yeah, there are 4 to 5 formulas in shares and dividend which I teach, and that makes the whole chapter easy. If you have by chance not studied from me and you have different way of solving it, yes, you can use it. It's not only this way. I have a set, or I have a way of teaching. Every teacher has a way of teaching shares and dividend. I have simplified the chapter only with some 3 to 4 things, and it makes it very simple, guys. Now, same thing happens now. Question number second part. So x is given, f is given to us. X is given as 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Frequency is given to us 3, 2, 2, 6, 3, 5, 3. So you have to find, obviously, to find the mean, you have to find fx. Fx is important. This will become 30, this will become 22, this will become 24, this will become 78, this will become 42, this will become 75, this will become 48. If you add all of this, I guess 319 you will get. And cumulative, this sigma f, you will get it as 24. But I will draw an extra column here, CF column, because I need the median. Anyways, median is required, so I will require it. 3 is 3, 3 plus 2 will become 5, then 7, then 13, then 16, then 21, then 21 plus 2, 24. Always your cumulative frequency and final frequency should match. Now to find mean, it is obviously sum of all terms by number of terms. So that is 319 divided by sigma fx by sigma f equal to sigma fx by sigma f. 319 by 24, that will become 13.29. So if you have to round off to the nearest whole number, that becomes 13.3, and 3 does not make it, so it's only 13. Nearest whole number, guys. Same thing for median. Median, since there are even number of terms, it becomes n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term divided by 2, that will become 12th term plus 13th term divided by 2. So 12th and 13th term lies over here, guys. The 12th and 13th term. Corresponding x value you should take, that is 13. So that will become 13 plus 13 divided by 2. That's equal to 13 itself. So both the answers, the mean and the median, becomes 13 itself for this question, guys. Both are 13. Now you have question number 8, third part. So distance between Delhi and Kasauli, Delhi and Kasauli. So approximately 350. Due to heavy rainfall, average speed. Okay, so what is the? I always ask what is asked. So let the speed be, original speed be how much? X. So the time taken, speed is distance by time. We all know this. So time will become how much? Distance by speed. If you cross multiply and share. So the first case, time one will become how much? Distance is 350, and he is going with the speed of how much? X. But case 2, he is reducing the speed by 20. So the new speed becomes x minus 20. The time taken will be distance upon the speed, that is x minus 20. Obviously, this time 2 is greater. T2 is greater than T1. He is mentioned in the question also, and if you can look at the denominator x minus 20, it's a lesser value, so the denominator, so this net value increases. What he has given over here is the difference, the time difference is 2 hours. This 350 by x minus 20 minus 350 by x is equal to 2 hours. This is the mean equation you get. 350 you can take out common, x minus 20, 1 by x you can take, and you can simplify it and you can get the answer. The quadratic which you will get is, x square minus 20x minus 3500 is equal to 0. So if you simplify this, you can use the formula also. Or people who are a little smart enough, minus 3500 to be split, you can write as 50 and 70. It will become basically minus 70 plus 50. If you prime factorize this, you get like this. Either the first bracket is 0 or second bracket is 0. So x plus 50 is equal to 0 or x minus 70 is 0. So x becomes 70 because x cannot be negative. Speed cannot be negative, guys. So it's 70. And how many hours does it take when it to reach the destination when it is being reduced? It's basically this case, this T2 is asking. T2 is how much if you have to find. T2 is given by 350 upon 70 minus 20, 50. It's 7 hours. This is the second part. So first part answer is x is 70, guys. From this you get x is 70. Then comes question number 9. So we are reaching the end of it almost. Question number 9, it's a recasting question, which I was expecting a recasting question. The first part he has given a hollow hemisphere and diameter is given, guys, be careful. Radius is 5 and 4. 3, sorry. 5 and 3. This is being recast into a cone. So initial V initial is equal to volume initial should be equal to volume final. What is the volume here? 4 by 3 pi capital R cube minus 4 by 3 pi small r cube is equal to volume 1 by 3 pi r square into h. So you can take 4 by 3 pi common out. You become 5 cube minus 3 cube is equal to 1 by 3 pi. And r square he has given, radius is not given. You have to find into h is how much he has given, 8. This is a very easy question. 3 cancel and both the sides you can cancel. Pi also 4 into. This will become 125 minus 9. It's equal to r square into 8. So you can shift this 8 down. So you become 116 by 8. That's equal to r square. If you simplify, you get 49 is equal to r square. So root of 49 is equal to r, that's 7. So you get the radius of the cone is 7. Be careful, the radius should be taken. Always be careful, radius should be taken, not diameter. Pi's value is given, but it's not required, guys. The second part of the question, he has given numbers from 1 to 30. So 1 to 30, the total sample space will become 30 numbers. First is asking wall clock. Wall clock is a perfect square. He's telling wall clock, you have how many perfect square? The one square is 1. Be careful. 1 is a perfect square. So you have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So 5 outcomes out of 30, that will become 1 upon 6. Second part, he is asking water bottle. Who is getting a water bottle? That's an even number, which is a multiple of 3. Even number, multiple of 3 means it starts 6, then 9 will not go 12, then not 15, 18, 24, then 30. So there are again 5 numbers out of 30, that's becoming 1 upon 6. The third part first is a prime number. Prime numbers you have, check it out, 2, 3. 1 is neither prime nor composite. 5, 6 will not go to 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 11 will go here, 13, and then you have 14, 15, 16, 17, you'll have 19, you will have 23, you'll have 29, you'll have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 up of 30 numbers, that's 1 upon 3. And then they have this third part of question number 9, the circles question again. This was also a little interesting. The third part, the last part basically was really interesting. This question. So here he has given a, either this is B, this is 32 given, and this is radius OX, this is A, this is Y, this is C, and this is Z. So we know that OX, X will be 90 because it's radius. Radius with tangent makes 90. By angle sum property, you can get to know O's answer is 58. If O is 58, then it's C. XC is subtending at center 58, so it will subtend at the circumference how much? 29, right? So we found BOX, we found CYX also, that is asking ZYX. ZYX, what you can do, he has given this is 66. So by alternate, see there's a chord over here and there's a tangent over here. So alternate segment theorem, this also becomes 66. One more thing is he has given isosceles triangle, ZYX is isosceles. So by angle sum property, you can say this is, this is A means this is also A, which will come out to be 57 and 57. Use angle sum property, you'll get 57 and 57, guys. Now OXR is a very interesting question. Be careful. So this full angle was 57, let's say. This part will become how much? This part will become 90 minus 6 because whole thing is 90. So from 90, if we subtract 66, it will become 24. So this part is 24. Correct? Now full thing was the full ZXY. ZXY is how much? 57. So from 57, if you subtract 54, you get to know this chotu part, which is nothing but OXY. That's nothing but 57 minus 24, which is 33. Last part. Last part was a catchy one, guys. And finally, here we are to the last question of this session. Question number 10. GP is given 7, 21, 63, dot, dot, dot. Tn is given 1701. We know that's given by A r power n minus 1. A is 7, R is, you can find R by second term, by first term, that is 3. 3 to the power n minus 1, that's 1701. Shift this side, you'll get 243. Divide by 7 if you do, you'll get 243 is equal to 3 power n minus 1. 243 is equal to 3 power 5, 3 power n minus 1. If you compare equal base, equal power, correct? So from this n will become equal to 6. S6, you have to find S6 is nothing but A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. A is how much? 7. And this is R is how much? 3, 3 to the power 6 minus 1 by 3 minus 1. So that's 7 into 3 power 6 is 729 minus 1 upon 2. It will become 7 into 728 by 2. So which you can cancel in fact. 3, 3, 3 is 6 is 4 is so 364 into 7, that is 2548. The sum. This is the first question, guys. And the second question goes as circle. Along with this, you have you have to prove this two triangles are similar. Yesterday I told you, if you have attended my classes, I told you yesterday, these provings are important and you need to learn these provings. First thing is this angle, if this is theta, this is also theta by alternate segment theorem. This P angle is a common angle. You can tell this is a common angle alpha. So if you take the bigger triangle, that is PST and RTP, always draw it separately. Alpha is a common angle PNP. This is theta, S is theta, and T is also theta. So by A postulate, they become similar. And if you write the equation of proportionality, you can get to know ST by RT is equal to PT by PR is equal to PS by PT. So if you take this and this, if you cross multiply, you get here PT square is equal to PS into PR. By this, you get the second proving also from the proportional sides. Corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. You should write that. The third part, which is C, you can directly apply if you have the formula PT square is equal to PS into PR. When the tangents, when there's a chord and a tangent which meets externally, you can directly apply it. If you can, or else you can directly get it from this equation also, that is corresponding side which you can get it. So here if you apply this, this will become PT square is equal to 16 into 4. That's nothing but 64. So root of 64, that is PT, is 8 centimeter. And finally, we are moving into the last question. Daniel tells me 3 cube is 27. So Daniel, where do you use 3 cube? So we are not using 3 cube anywhere. Which question? Did I do any mirrors anywhere? 3 cube? Acha, here. Okay, yes, in this question, 3 cube is 27. Yeah. In this question. So this is not like this. So 27 is become 98. Okay, there's an error here. 98, so root of 14 r becomes 7. Yes, 3 cube is 27. Hi, that is. Sorry, there's a small error. And obviously the ogive was very easy. The given ogive was very easy, guys. If you look at the ogive question which was given, it was given as 12,000, 75. Total number of workers by looking at it, because the last value is 75 is mentioned. Is mentioned here 75, so the last value is 75. Median class, since there are 75 students, so 75 workers, so n plus 1 by 2, that will become 76 by 2, that is 38, 38th term or 38th worker you can see. So if you see 38 from here, 38 if you go, it will come between 6,000 and 6 and 7 over here is written as nothing but 6,000. because it's written into 10 power 3. So it's between 6,000 to 8,000. Sorry, 6,000 to 8,000. So the median class is 6,000. The lower quartile is n plus 1 by 4 again. That is 75 plus 1 by 4. That is 76 by 4. 76 by 4 is 119th term. So 19th term, if you go from the graph from the 19th term, if you go from here and if you come and see here, this will come between your 2000 mark and 4000 mark. So the third part answer is between 2000 to 4000. And number of workers who are getting more than 6,000 but less than 10,000. So from 10,000, if you go to the graph, you'll see from 10,000 it is given as 70, and from 6,000 it is given to us as 35. So from 6,000, if you go to the graph, it's given as 35. So in between this range, it's basically 70 minus 35. 70 minus 35, that's 35 is the answer for the last part. So guys, this is all from our end regarding the answer key and the solutions. We have already shared the answer key in Instagram also. You can just check on that. There's a small error, I guess, in the 10th question. 10th question, you should be a little careful. It's a very catchy one, 10th one. Someone had asked me a chat and I saw, yes, 10th question has to be corrected. It is answer C in MCQs, the 10th MCQ, guys. So this is all from our end, guys. Thank you very much. And guys, don't worry. This paper was slightly on the tougher side. If for many students, some questions you'd have got stuck. So make sure you are not getting disappointed with all these things. Make sure you are compensating these marks in the other subjects. Hardly how many, 2 questions, 3 questions, or whatever it is, 5 to 10 marks here and there. If you have messed up, some people would have messed up with 10, 20, 30 marks also. That's okay. You all can compensate in this upcoming papers. Nothing to worry. As you know, ICSE has converted things into more technical based study questions. So obviously, little the level of toughness will increase, and you need to be trained well for those things. So people would have got a better training throughout the year would have done well. I'm pretty sure students studying here or not studying here, everybody would have done well, guys. I'm pretty sure, but nothing to worry. Uh, you don't have to worry. Do well in your other papers. Leniency, there'll be leniency given in the correction. I don't think so. There'll be anything tough. I mean, in the correction part. But yeah, there are some typical questions, 4 5 questions, which were to be noted and to be you should have been cautious for those questions. So I not rate the paper tough. The paper was a little technical based and little bit you needed to focus on few areas. But guys, wishing you all the best, and we'll make sure we meet you again with many things, many tricks and turns, and how do you make yourself good in math. So we are always here. Anyone not a part of calls can always connect calls. If there is anything, we are always there to help you. We do conduct classes for ICSE and CBSE students from grade 7 till class 12. So anything is there, you can always connect us and we shall help you out, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and we shall connect soon. Do subscribe and like. Okay, we'll make sure we are connecting soon. So anything in the chats, any doubts, anyone? How much you are getting, anyone? So how much is your expectation? Students can always mark your expectations. I would like to see what is your expectation. How did you rate the paper? Let's take students review. How did you rate the paper, guys? How do you rate the paper? Easy, tough, medium, mediocre? You all can send a message. How do you rate the paper? How do you rate the paper, guys? Easy, tough, mediocre. So let me see. People are getting fail. Why do you have to fail? Who is failing? So it's okay. Don't worry. Why should you fail? You will not fail. Don't worry. You will 100% pass. Don't worry, Nazima. So I'm just looking at your chat messages. So anything else? How was the paper? 80 on 70. Amos Gaming. I mean, I guess math has taken RIP title. So is it 70 on 80 or 80 on 70? I don't know. Might be he's trying to tell 80 on 70. Someone is getting 70 on 80 on 80 also. Fantastic. Yatish, great. Very good to see you. So that all medium, okay. So all right, some questions obviously were typical. You couldn't help it out. It's a part and parcel. This paper was a little okay, but don't worry, guys. You should be getting it. You should be getting it right. I was your old student, 20 to 23. Oh, very nice. Now I'm in 12. So you're getting 80 on 80 in your class 12. So, all right. Any other questions, guys? So, I guess we'll take a move and we'll end it over here. So, thank you very much, guys, and we'll meet you soon. Bye bye. All the best. Take care. Do well in all your upcoming exams. Nothing to worry. Math paper correction will be easy, guys. Thank you. All the best. Bye bye. Thank you.